From Gen Wealth Financial Advisors, it's the fastest 4 minutes in investing.
It is the fastest 4, and John, this week we're making investing fun again.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be a fun fastest 4. We're going to start talking about the Super Bowl. It's Super Bowl weekend. The big Sunday's coming up, Tampa Bay, and I've totally drawn a blank on who the heck are they playing?
Kansas City.
Kansas City. How could I forget that? It's Mahomes versus Brady. So I had Tampa on the brain. I had Brady on the brain. So we're going to start with a little fun, looking at based on the market, how the markets perform based on what happens in the big game, right? And certainly there's no real correlation here, but historically, and I'm glad to see this because I'm an NFC guy. If the AFC wins the Super Bowl, the S&P 500 is up for the year, an average of 7.1. If the NFC wins the Super Bowl, the S&P 500 is up for the year 10.2. So
there you go.
So that suggests we should root for the NFC. But hang on.
Yep. If you're a Tom Brady fan, it's not so good if he's in the game, and it's really not good if he's in the game and loses.
Okay.
The market has been weak when that's happened, and the best stock returns, Scott, historically have happened in the year that Tampa Bay won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, 2003.
Yeah, 2003 was the best
year. So we do want the NFC to win. We want Tampa Bay to win for the market.
Absolutely.
It doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't. Now, let's shift to the economy for just a second. If you were stranded on a desert island and wanted to know kind of how the economy was doing back home, what would your indicator be? What would that be? So we tracked down Burt White, and the chief investment officer at LPL Financial. He always has an interesting take on things, and we found him on that desert island thinking about just that. Burt, are you with us?
Stranded here on this deserted island, and guess what? A message in a bottle washed up with a single metric on how well the economy back home is doing. So what is it? Well, there are many great economic indicators, from small business confidence to retail sales to employment data and everywhere in between. But I would offer up two that I believe shed outsized illuminations on our economy. My runner-up would be railroad and truck traffic. Let's face it, if you want to know the strength of consumer buying, but also manufacturing activity, just count how long the train is at the train stop or the number of trucks on highways. In the U.S., how we move things around from point A to point B is rail and truck. And guess what? Traffic is fully recovered from pandemic lows and sit near all-time highs, demonstrating strong consumer demand and manufacturing activity. But perhaps my favorite metric, one that is probably obvious but nonetheless underwatched, is housing. You see, perhaps nothing is more of a true canary in the coal mine, a true early warning signal than housing. You see, housing may be the greatest measure of confidence, given it's likely everyone's largest purchase. And it's a good measure of folks' confidence in their employment situation. But more so, housing is one of the biggest facilitators of future growth. You see, when you sign your name to the dotted line of a contract to buy a house, you also agree to buy all the things to keep it running and to fill it up. From couches to lawnmowers, from bird feeders to washing machines. And guess what? Housing also employs a ton of great paying jobs, from plumbers to builders. And let's not forget the manufacturers to make all the stuff to fill up our house. The reality is that with record low mortgage rates and the fact that demand for around 1.6 million new homes is far exceeding the new supply of homes, housing is flashing bullish signs for the economy ahead. So that's it. My message in a bottle that I would want to get an update on housing. And from the looks of it, it looks pretty good for the prospects for the U.S. economy in 2021. By the way, could somebody come rescue me now?
The never boring Burt White for the economy. One other indicator here, Scott, Arkansas's economy should be doing really well because the housing market is on fire in Arkansas and there's no shortage of truck traffic.
Good stuff. That's it for the fastest 4 minutes in investing.